What's going on, Wolfpack Federation? Hope everybody had a safe and fun weekend. And you already know it's Monday night, technically Tuesday morning, but you know the deal. It's Monday night, which means we watched Monday Night Raw. And let's see if there's something to talk about it. And this Monday Night Raw was actually pretty freaking good. We got some good answers. Something I've been saying since WrestleMania has now come full circle with Brock Lesnar. But we're going to jump into everything in a moment. There's my brother from another mother, my Cowboys brother. What up, Chappelle? Too sweet. What up, Brody? My troll exterminate. Big D in the building. What up, Brody? Too sweet. Wolfpack is in the house. Brock Lesnar is back. You damn right. Yo, JC, what up, brother? Too sweet. How are we tonight, JC? Now, if you've been rocking with us, we have said since WrestleMania that Brock Lesnar's retirement is a work. They fooled a lot of people, but they didn't fool us over here. And Brock Lesnar pulling up tonight to Monday Night Raw has answered the question that he is not retired. I'm telling you, man, you just can't make up your own retirement. Brock Lesnar is one hell of a badass dude, but the man does good business. And I've been saying it since WrestleMania that Brock Lesnar is not done. Now, did I think we were going to get maybe 2 more matches out of Brock Lesnar? Not a shot. I thought come SummerSlam, we'll get Brock Lesnar, and that'll be it. But the looks of things right now, we may get Brock Lesnar now for 2 matches. There he is, Graham the man. What's goody, Brody? Too sweet. Brock is going to school to be a... If Brock wants to be a cop, I think they should just give him the badge and say, go get criminals. He don't need a gun or nothing. He's good. Donald said 100% SummerSlam is in Brock's hometown, Minnesota. He was not missing that. Big facts. Man, we have been screaming this since WrestleMania that Brock Lesnar is not really retired. And now we all got the answer tonight. Chappelle said, JC, you know the Bay-Bayin? What up, Graham? He said, what happened on Raw tonight? So, Graham, Brock Lesnar showed up on Raw tonight and beat, and I mean beat, the bricks out of Obafemi. And he didn't just beat up Obafemi. He also set up a match at Castle. Castle in Italy. Italy in the Castle. The big pay-per-view coming up 1 week from Sunday in Italy. It will be Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi, which means Brock's got to go over on Oba at the pay-per-view, so that way, going to SummerSlam, they'll be 1-1 and have the tiebreaker match. That's the only way to book this the right way. If Obafemi beats Brock at the pay-per-view and gets up 2-0, then SummerSlam won't mean shit. Hey, what up? What up, Nicholas? You may as well have said Mika Parsons returned to the Cowboys tonight. Damn, right, Chappelle? He's going too far now. He definitely would be a good cop. Shit, I wouldn't commit crime anymore ever. Brock Lesnar was a cop in my area. Not a chance I'm doing anything wrong. You can't outrun him, you can't out wrestle him, and you can't outfight him. So just politely sit down and say, Brock, I'm sorry. If you live where Brock will be a cop around. Yep, Kenny is one of Danhausen. Hey, we didn't see any Danhausen tonight, right? So that's also a good thing. Unless I missed the part where Danhausen did a segment tonight, I saw no Danhausen on Raw tonight, which is probably what else made Monday Night Raw even better. But we had, the show. We had a solid show. No Kenny Omega slander. We need Chappelle. We need Kenny Omega to be the New Japan Kenny Omega. Crab said Donald Kenny Omega slander is 100% okay. Oh boy. You know what, guys? Kenny Omega deserves the slander right now. If he's not gonna be the Kenny Omega we know him to be, then boys rip into him. Listen, I was a big Kenny Omega fan too. And I get wanting to put over tomorrow's talent, but you don't got to put over the entire AEW roster. Put over maybe one, 2 or 3 guys, not the whole roster. Oh, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at Kenny Omega, Chappelle. How do you have Kenny Omega lose to MJF on a big pay-per-view and then have MJF drop the belt 3 days later on a bullshit show to what the hell's the guy who likes to throw himself around everywhere? To that guy. See, I can't remember his name offhand. Kenny is too much of a nice guy and not enough of an asshole to be a top guy. If Kenny Omega was being Kenny Omega in New Japan, if the New Japan Kenny Omega was in AEW, wow, would AEW be doing even better? Kenny is the first superstar jobber in AEW. Seriously, did Kenny Omega become the Brooklyn Brawler of AEW? I feel you, bro. Kenny should be champion right now. He should be. They had everything they needed to do an unbelievable run. Like, why don't they remember how they got AEW to begin with? They didn't get AEW. AEW didn't become a thing because Kenny was putting over talent. No. AEW became a thing because the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega as the elite was so fucking over that everybody wanted them. Every company that wanted to hire them to come do a spot at their promotion. They were so over. Shit, Hot Topic was selling their shirts. And for those that don't know, that's a big deal for wrestlers to have shirts being sold in a real deal nationwide store that isn't WWE. Graham said you might as well have Daniel Garcia be the Darby Allin. Thank you, Chappelle. There's the bum's name. I don't hate Darby Allin. I don't mind Darby Allin as a TNT TV champion. He's got no business being the world champion. Having Darby Allin beat MJF shouldn't have never happened. Darby Allin beat Brody King? Come on. In what world is that believable? You could have blindfolded Brody King, and I'd still bet on him to win. Yeah, Kenny Omega was great 10 years ago. I said, yep. Now Hot Topic doesn't anymore. They're just not popping. MJF is straight. Wow. You don't like MJF? That's the future right there. MJF is unbelievable on the mic. He know MJF knows how to, MJF knows the assignment. When he goes out there, he knows the assignment and he gets it done. Same thing with Swerve, Will Ospreay, Jon Moxley. These guys all know the assignment when they go out there. Can you imagine a skinny ass skateboarder be the world champ in WWE? I think Vince Vince McMahon would have a heart attack if Darby Allin was the champ in WWE. Vince, see, without even seeing the next comment, Graham said the same thing. Vince would fall over his grave. Bro, too sweet to that. Great minds think alike. Well, hey, we should never agree on every wrestler. So I get it, Chappelle. I absolutely get MJF. MJF got to grow on you. The JC tour must continue, Hunter. Well, we could have the JC tour continue in June because the other channel will be out of YouTube jail, so we could get I want to have members. and stuff, donate and everything to to battles and stuff like that. So we could definitely continue that very soon. It's already May 19th anyway. So we I got 2 more weeks until the other channel's out of YouTube jail. Bring back Deuce and Domino. What up, official? How are we tonight? Welcome to the channel. Chappelle said now Will Ospreay should be champion. No complaint on Will Ospreay. Well, hey, Chappelle, Jack Swagger, or I forget his real name, but unless that is it, but if you watch any interview with Jack Swagger recently, he actually starts his day by waking up in the morning, putting a smile on, and saying, "Fuck Tony Khan." So, and he seems to be very happy. So, you may want to try doing it too in the morning when you wake up. Shit, I think I'm actually going to try it too. Nah, I want MJF as champ. Hey, he did great, Graham. No complaints here. Oh, yeah, Graham, for real. Jack Swagger hates Tony Khan. They did not get along back, that's why he left AEW. They didn't get along. Jack Swagger said he doesn't know how to run a promotion to save his life. He said Tony Khan's the biggest mark. Hey, and that's Jack Swagger saying it, not myself. Even though I do believe AEW doesn't have it when it comes to creative like WWE. AEW has a lot of great wrestlers, just no creative direction. And if you're going to go out there and act like an indie company, then people are going to treat you like an indie company. That's because Tony Khan doesn't know what he's doing. Big facts. He doesn't. I give the guy credit for jumping in there and being the money when they needed somebody to get this up and going. But bring somebody in then that knows what they're doing. Don't just bring in somebody that has a name. Tony Khan should go out there, hold some auditions for some real creative talent. That's all AEW needs is a creative. They get creative down packed, they'll be fine. Chappelle said at one point in time it was Shane McMahon was going to AEW, right? I wish Shane would have went to AEW. I feel like that would have helped a lot. Yo, Brennan, what's good, fam? Too sweet. Whoever the writer is has ADHD. Graham, I think they put all the wrestlers on like a dartboard in a circle and just throw an arrow twice, and whatever 2 names land on it, that's who's fighting for the night. That's how ass backwards their booking is. Yeah, I got in trouble again, JC. I can't catch a break with YouTube. Hey, what up, Alex? Alex Thunder 25. Welcome to the live, brother. Too sweet. Hey, tonight's Monday Night Raw was solid. Compared to what I've been seeing on Raw and SmackDown recently, I think we really hit tonight. Look at how Monday Night Raw opened unbelievable. They didn't make us wait all night for Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. No, we opened it with that angle right there. And storyline wise was perfect. They opened it up with Roman Reigns talking to the general manager, Adam Pearce. And Adam Pearce is telling Roman Reigns that he's going to fire Jacob Fatu. And as they're having this conversation, boom, Jacob Fatu's music hits. And Jacob Fatu goes out to the ring and calls out Roman Reigns. Like, this was one of the best Monday Night Raws in a long time. Chappelle said, yep, Raw was good, right? It was really, like, good. If I wanted to get a friend into wrestling that never watched before, I would have him watch this would be the Monday Night Raw. I would have him watch. I would be confident that after seeing it, he'd like it. And they put over Jacob Fatu strong. It took Jay, Jimmy, and Big Cuz Roman Reigns to keep Jacob Fatu down. They super kicked him. They Uso splashed him. They hit him with a chair. They Superman punched him. They speared him. They did everything to Jacob Fatu. And he kept getting back up. Like, nope. Just in time to talk WWE Monday Night Raw, Big D. Boom. And then just when you thought Jacob Fatu was down and out and done, you had Roman and the Usos with Adam Pearce at the top of the ramp right before, the wrestlers come out. And Adam Pearce is arguing with Roman again that he wants to fire him. And Roman's a little hesitant. In one half, he wants to let him do it. The other half, he wants to still handle his business. And then Jacob Fatu says the two best words as a fan we can hear. And he with the mic playing like he's beat up. He sold the shit out of the beating he got. He said, tribal combat. Bro, the place went wild. You heard the place cheering. You heard that volume go from here to here. Bro, everybody was excited to hear tribal combat. And for those that don't know what tribal combat is, there's only been 2 tribal combat matches, which Roman Reigns was in both of them and won both of them. So it's pretty much an anything goes match with the stipulation that if you lose, you have to acknowledge the winner as your tribal chief. So this is everything Roman Reigns wanted. Now, Jacob Fatu asked for this match. So if he loses, he's going to have to acknowledge Roman Reigns as the tribal chief. But on the other hand, if Roman loses, he has to acknowledge Jacob Fatu as the tribal chief now. This is a very serious match for their family. Alex said Jacob Fatu is unstoppable. You had to have 3 of them to take him down. You know what I mean? Not nice try, Graham. Donald would never believe in a million years I would say that. But nice try. Nice try. Chappelle said, I think Jacob is going over Roman Reigns for that match. Honestly, I really don't know right now which way it's going to go. I think it's more going to be based off of Roman's schedule. If Roman needs to disappear for a little while, then yeah. But I don't see in any way, shape, or form where Roman Reigns acknowledges Jacob Fatu and is there every week. Plus, I feel like if Roman lost, which he may as well lose, and if he loses, I feel like he'll do the well. I beat Jacob the first time. Why should I? Why should I acknowledge him? He didn't acknowledge me, type of thing. Making them have to go to a best of three now at SummerSlam, which wouldn't be the worst of things. You know, Roman versus Jacob is very interesting. We're all locked in, enjoying the story. And on top of that, Graham, I see you, Graham. I see you, brother. And you know, this is now set up the pay-per-view in Italy that is 1 week from this Sunday coming up to be an amazing show. And if they do this pay-per-view, I'm sorry, the PLE now, us old dogs call it pay-per-views. The new term is PLE. If they do this PLE just right, they will set up SummerSlam to be one of the best SummerSlams. Alex said, I read an article that there are no dates for June. Yes, you're right. You're right about that, Alex. Donald did some homework on that too, and he found out also that Roman has 0 dates scheduled for June. But remember, look at what they did with Brock Lesnar. You know, they tried to sell to everybody that Brock Lesnar was retired. And by damn, they fooled a lot of people. To be honest, everywhere I was looking, believed it. We were the only ones over here that I seen actually saying no, it's a work. He's not retired. He'll be back. Tony Khan is the new Vince Russo, and EW is the new WCW. Ouch! Damn, Donald, that was harsh. Hey, if you guys have not already tonight, smash that like button, please. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Support is free 99. You know, we try to do this every Monday night, Friday night, and soon we'll be throwing just a random night in there also. Plus, we cover any live pay-per-views. I'm sorry, PLEs. I'll eventually get used to calling it a PLE. Also, that happens well. It's live. We cover it. How dare you disrespect WCW? Chappelle said Vince Russo, straight trash. I still call them pay-per-views. Let's go, Alex. Let's go. Hey, Alex, if you haven't already, Alex, subscribe to the channel and join the W.P.F with us, brother. And the W.P.F stands for the Wolfpack Federation. We are one of the only. Oh shit! Hey, chat. Make sure you give Alex the proper hello. He is officially part of the pack. We are one of the only wrestling channels that got the permission, the A-OK from Big Sexy Kevin Nash himself to use the Wolfpack name, baby. And that shit is just too sweet. Whoosh. That's right. Chappelle, soon I'm going to transform. I'm about to transform into the Italian tribal chief. It's all hunter, no pause. You know what I mean? So if Zilla doesn't debut on the next pay-per-view, then he never will. Wait, never say never. Just maybe, it just might not be soon. I feel like they don't need Zilla right now unless Zilla was going to come and debut to help Jacob fight off the Usos, because the Usos are going to get involved at Tribal Combat. Graham, I love you, brother. Have a good night. And Graham, I'll see you tomorrow night then, Brody. Too sweet. All hunter, no breaks with it. Yeah, I mean, I gotta get that. Yar. I gotta spin the tongue on the yara. I'll get it right. I'll get that right. Don't worry. Give me some time and I'll spin it with the yara. Like like a tiger. Woo, there you go. Graham throwing it up, baby. Boo! But for real, guys, we really got the Monday Night Raw we needed. It set up Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns in a tribal combat match. We're gonna have Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. Like, those two matches alone make it worth it to watch the pay-per-view. Well, the Usos jumped in tonight, so someone has to help Jacob. Probably Hobbs. That's where I think Hobbs would do too. I think if Jacob gets help, it's going to be from Hobbs, or it might be LA Knight. Because after the segment we saw with LA Knight getting in the Usos' face, telling them that he's not liking this and blah, blah, blah. Yo, LA Knight may be the guy to come help Jacob Fatu in that match. I really think LA Knight's going to be the one to do it after what we saw. Good night. I won't be able to make it tomorrow. I work as ticket taker for the minor league base. Oh, shit. Yo, Alex. Awesome job, by the way. And thank you for subscribing, Brody. Have a good night, Brody. Too sweet. And Alex, before you go, so on this channel, every Mondays and Fridays, I come on this channel. On Tuesdays around 9 o'clock at night, I have another channel that I go on. This is actually my second channel I made just for wrestling. I have another channel where I do like collectibles, hats, popcorn buckets, and stuff like that. If you're ever interested. There you go. That's a banner to the other channel if you need it, Alex. What did the Vision do tonight? I didn't see it. Oh, so the Vision had a good outing tonight. The main event tonight for Monday Night Raw was Seth Rollins having a match. Finally had a match on Monday Night Raw. I forgot how long it's been, but it actually has been a crazy amount of time since he had a one-on-one match, which I had no idea. So Adam Pearce agreed to give him the main event spot where he can call out anybody from the Vision. So he tried to call out Braun Breaker, but Paul Heyman quarterbacked that shit. Good. He fed Austin Theory to Seth Rollins. But here's the big part about it, too. So right before the match happens, the Street Profits are doing an interview. And he gets mad. One of the Street, I forget both their names, Angelo Dawkins and I keep calling him Bianca's husband. Bianca's husband, at the end of the interview, pushes Angelo Dawkins, and you're like, what the hell's going on? And he's like, I'm telling you, if you want to do that, you do it, but don't expect me to help or be involved. And I'm like, what is this guy talking about? Because they didn't show you that Seth Rollins was a few feet in front of them while that interview is happening. So next thing you know, we see Angelo Dawkins walk down the hall, and it's Seth Rollins. And they have like a little chat. Then Seth tells him, I get it. I have no friends. Nobody trusts me. And his music hits, and he goes, I got to concentrate on my match, and goes out to fight. After he beats Austin Theory, the minute he beats Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Logan Paul starts jumps in the ring and pounded on Seth Rollins, making it now a 2-on-1. Then next thing you know, Angelo Dawkins comes out Dolo, actually, runs to the ring and helps Seth Rollins. Then they started getting over on Angelo Dawkins because Seth Rollins is now beat up bad. So now they start double teaming Angelo Dawkins. So his partner Ford ends up coming out after all to help him. So now the Street Profits are whooping the Vision's ass until Braun Breaker now comes flying down the ring, jumps in the ring. He spears Ford first, then Dawkins. Seth Rollins is on the outside, beat up at the moment. Then when you think it's about over, they almost did the scariest spot ever. Austin Theory and Logan Paul grab Seth Rollins and they stretch him out on the stairs, but Braun Breaker picked up the top of the stairs first and has the stairs in the air like he's going to come down and kill Seth Rollins. And luckily, Adam Pearce ran out with anybody that he could have with him to stop that before Braun Breaker murdered Seth Rollins on TV. It was a real scary moment for Seth Rollins. Because I'm sitting there saying to myself at first, are they nuts trying this? If this goes wrong, you could really hurt him bad. Dawkins and Ford. Thank you, Brody. Yo, Tyler, what up, fam? Too sweet. Try Tom smash that like button. What up, King? AKA Team No Sleep. Too sweet. I'm playing Battlefield 6 right now. Okay. So you murking mother effers right now, left and right. Bing, bong, boom. The ops is down in the room. And then Donald, after that, they just, the Vision and Paul Heyman walked away laughing and everything, leaving Seth Rollins and the Street Profits all laid out around the ring. So they're going to have to get their shit together, because if the Street Profits and Seth Rollins do not work together, they will not beat the Vision. And worse than anything, they need to work together and strike now against the Vision. Because once Bronson Reed is not injured anymore and comes back to the Vision, they stand no chance. It'll be over. They'll have to literally find somebody new that could take Bronson Reed on. King said Roman is ready to call out Jacob Fatu, but the Samoan Werewolf has other ideas. Oh yeah, King. They Roman and the Usos, it took the three of them at the same time to get Jacob Fatu down tonight. I'm using a keyboard and the mouse, not a controller. I got you. You want that PC gaming? Okay. Canada Dry, baby. Need that sponsorship. Bro, for real. Yo, you just reminded me. We had somebody Saturday night come by my Brody area channel, and his name was Canada Dry. He has something to do with it. I forgot all about it. Thank you for reminding me, D. We gotta get that sponsorship. That way I can start coming on with the actual Canada Dry bottle. You tell him, Paul Brock Lesnar is back on Monday Night Raw. You damn right. Well, Oba's now tied up with Brock. So don't expect Oba to have any free time until after SummerSlam. Okay, so Donald said Big Brunson will be back by SummerSlam. So that means Seth Rollins and the Street Profits have till July. And I wouldn't even say the end of July to play it safe. I'd say they have to the beginning of July, the first week of July. And that's only if the Street Profits don't win the tag titles this Saturday night at Saturday Night Main Event. To not only take those titles off the Vision, the tag titles, but to be a united front against the Vision. Because as long as Seth Rollins and the Street Profits do not become one, they're going to keep getting beat up every week. And Seth knows this. That's why he picked these guys. It's a numbers game. My PC is overrated. Hey, better be overrated than underrated. Bronson Reed is expected to return to WWE television in the coming weeks. He's been sidelined since late February 2026 due to a torn bicep. He has recently shared encouraging social media teases. Oh man. We do not want him coming back yet. Seth needs to get a team together. And it would make it so much better too if he came back at SummerSlam, make it like his first night at SummerSlam. He returned. Also, that could set up like a War Games match with Team Rollins versus Team Vision at War Games. AEW pay-per-view on I don't know if there's an AEW pay-per-view this weekend. I do know WWE has a show. WWE has Saturday night main event this Saturday coming up, and then the following weekend they have their big show in Italy. That's gonna be dope. No Vision because there's no Seth Rollins. Hey, as long as Paul Heyman's there, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, they got a chance. I'm not a Logan Paul fan, but we cannot deny that Logan Paul's a big dude. You know, Logan Paul's not a little guy. He's a pretty big dude. You gonna do a live for the Saturday night main event? Yes, sir. Hell's to the yeah, D. We watching it. We watching it. We're gonna go live for Saturday night main event and the show in Italy. We're gonna be live for both shows. The only way I'm not gonna go live for like shows like that for WWE is if I was sick or like traveling out of town. But as long as as long as that's not the case, we will stay going live for the pay-per-views / PLEs. Yo, what up, Mac G? He did the Scott Hall. He said, "Hey yo, toothpick throw." Hell yeah, D. You know how we roll. We gotta watch it together. It's the best way to watch it. Both of them are on this weekend. What's oh shit, AEW Double or Nothings this weekend? Are they the same day or different days? AEW and WWE. Good shit, brother. Hey, as long as you coming through, we're watching it, Brody. So if AEW Double or Nothing is this weekend, also, if they're not the same night as WWE, I'll try to go live for both of them. Not watching AEW, still boycotting. Hey, it's understandable. I get it. I'm back to only AEW pay-per-views only. I won't watch any of the shit during the week as long as Darby Allin's champion. I think same time. Now, why do they got to do shit like that? I hate shit like that. Oh wait, no AEW Collision. Okay, good. So as long, well, because if it's the same time, I'm prioritizing WWE. AEW Double or Nothing 2026 takes place on Sunday, May 24th, 2026. Okay, so if if I'm not dead on Sunday, I'll cover the pay-per-view. But as long as Darby's the champion, watching the pay-per-views as far as I'll go with AEW right now, they're gonna have to do something like insane to bring me back as a casual fan right now. Their storytelling and booking is so garbage. I swear, D. It's like AEW now goes to New York all the time now. I'm not there always. All the times I could have went to their shows, they didn't want to go out there. King said WWE Raw is going crazy tonight. Brock Lesnar is back. Oberfemi cooking. Clash in Italy vibes. Hells yeah. Oh, I'm finally hyped for the Clash in Italy now. Knowing that we're getting Brock Lesnar versus Oberfemi round 2, excited. And I'm just excited that Brock's really back. Because I was starting to think that maybe I was wrong. Maybe he really was retired. Then on top of that, to know that we're getting Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu in tribal combat, I like the sound of that too. And I'm sure we're gonna get a women's world title match. I think MJF versus Darby is this weekend. Oh, I swear, if that's their main event, they better be putting the belt back on frickin' MJF. It's all them hells yeah, King. The Knicks are in the Eastern Conference Finals versus the Cleveland Cavs. If they win this, bro, they're in the NBA Finals. Holy shit! So then the Knicks need to beat Cleveland and then one more team, and they win, and then that's it. The NBA champs, correct? And did they start with Cleveland yet? Any games yet? Yo, Cold Slayer. Too sweet. Hey yo, toothpick throw. What up, Cold? How are we tonight, Brody? Like Montez Ford. but I'm still not getting too excited. The Knicks have let me down too many times in life to I'm gonna wait till they hit the finals first. They still got to go through Cleveland. Title versus hair match for the AEW World Championship for the MJF match. If they make MJF bald, they're even stupider than I thought their creative team was. MJF bald would look ridiculous. Ooh, game 1 is tonight. Okay, Brody, okay. Let's go. If they win, I'll watch the highlights. If they lose, I'll just curse about it. Now, the Clash in Italy pay-per-view, that's going to be next week. That's just the Monday Night Raw pay-per-view, right, guys? Girls, cats, and dogs? We shouldn't expect any belts from SmackDown to be defended, right? Or am I wrong? I know, because I know we got the Street Profits versus Division for Saturday night main event. We got Brie Bella and Paige versus Nia Jax and Ash Legend for the women's tag titles, also for Saturday night main event, which means I don't think they'll be on the Clash of Italy card. No, Clash of cards so far. Let's see. Let's see what we have so far. Oh, Cody versus Gunther. Okay, so it's not just a Monday Night Raw pay per view then. Wow, Cody. So Cody versus Gunther is also for, and that's for Clash of Italy, right? Not Saturday night. Let's see. Thank you, D. The Troll Exterminator. What a great nickname, by the way, you have. Great nickname. Okay, we got undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. Tribal combat match for the World Heavyweight Championship, Roman versus Jacob. Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi in a singles match. So those are the only 3 matches I've seen so far. So you saw the same thing I was just reading. Hey, I gotta say, with that being the only 3 matches for Clash of Italy as of right now, what a show. What a fucking show this is gonna be. Cody versus Gunther, absolutely want to see. Roman versus Jacob Part 2. Tribal Combat. Hells yeah, let's see it. Brock versus Oba Part 2. You damn right I want a Part 2. Part 1, we didn't get enough out of Part 1. That's what I think. If Rhea Ripley versus Jade isn't happening Saturday night, it's got to happen in Italy. And what a huge women's match that would be for the card for Italy also. You know, they got to have women on the card. Who better than that? The world champion, like, whoo. Who is? Oh, that was crazy. I scratched my eyes and hearts popped out. Okay. Who is Liv Morgan now beefing with? Oh, we got Sol Ruka and Becky Lynch beefing with each other. I think that match will happen Saturday night. And if it's not going to be Saturday night, definitely Italy then. It's got to be one of the two. Becky versus Sol Ruka. And maybe, you know, if I'm WWE, what I would do for the Vision, I would have a 6-man tag for Clash of Italy with the Street Profits and Seth Rollins versus the Vision. Braun Breaker, Austin Theory, Logan Paul. And the reason I think that we should have a 6-man tag in Italy is because we're having the Vision's tag champs versus the Street Profits for the main event for Saturday coming up. So knowing that that's Saturday, if the Street Profits win, I think a 6-man tag would go a long way. My future wife, Roxanne, and Big Mama Cool better win the tag titles. Honestly, I would rather see them with the tag belts than Bella and Paige. Like, hey, I'm glad Brie and Paige came back and did this and is doing this nostalgic tour, but they don't need those belts. They're already over. Their time is come and gone. Like, they're already so over. Donald's wife and Big Mommy Cool, those tag titles could really help push their characters to the next level. Did you see the card for Saturday night? It looks good. No, I did not. I didn't see the full card. Do you have? You know it offhand? Because I know the Street Profits in the Vision for the tag titles, but other than that, I'm not 100% sure. You know, they confused the shit out of me with the Italy and the Saturday night being so close, and them talking about both events at the same time tonight. I forgot who is what, when is what. And I had it all written down, but I forgot the damn book downstairs. But I'm really hoping the tag titles change hands for the Street Profits too. That's right. Paige and Brie Bella versus Nia Jax and Lash Legend for the women's tag titles. I like that match a lot. For the women's tag and the men's tag match, hey, I'm all in for both of those. I think the booking so far to make that be the matches was top level booking. That being said, without who's going over, that's a whole another chapter. 6 women tag team match. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss versus Jade Cargill and her minions, B-Fab and Mission. I hate seeing Mission with B-Fab and Jade Cargill. She's so good. She's a great talent. I feel like she should be used so much more. She'd be great as a U.S. champion right now. Or even the IC Women's Champion, or fighting for it. Becky Lynch versus Soul. Okay, so that's for Saturday night. I knew it was either going to be Saturday or Italy for this one. And as of right now, it's not for the title. We'll see if that changes any which way before Saturday. I doubt it because, tonight was Monday, so. World Tag Team Champions Division, Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus the Street Profits. And what do the Street Profits want? They want the smoke because the Street Profits are up. Yeah, I did that. Then we have the Intercontinental title. I can't see this. I'm hyped for this. Penta versus Ethan Page. I like it. I like it a lot. If I could do the Booker T's voice, I would do the Booker T voice. I love that, man. Eat now. I know it's gonna sound very unpopular opinion, but I want Ethan Page to go over Penta bad. I think Penta chasing Ethan Page for the IC title belt is a better story than the other way around. Ethan Page is a phenomenal heel. He'll do something awesome with the belt. He'll make it the Canada IC, the Canadian Intercontinental title. Watch, he's going to do something like that. Look at that. See, we always tell everybody that me and D are on the same. We share the same brain when it comes to wrestling, man. We are both going. See, he's going to be Ethan Page also. I'm telling you, it's such a better story if Ethan Page wins. after seeing Ethan Page champion with the NXT championship in NXT, if he does that kind of storyline with the IC title on the main roster, it's going to be huge. It's going to be so fucking over. Hey, what up, Matthew? A custom Canadian North American title was my favorite. Thank you. Hey, Matthew, make sure you smash that like button. And if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button because support is free 99. And welcome to the live, Matt. To sweet. Like, how great will it be to see Ethan Page to come out with a brand new IC title custom to Canada or something? Like, yo, it would be such a great story watching people try to take the belt off of him. And if they, to take it one step further, Ethan Page, they need to get a real big guy with Ethan Page after he gets the IC title. Kind of like when Shawn Michaels had Diesel as his bodyguard. That would be a great gimmick to run with Ethan Page. If Ethan Page had his own bodyguard. I am all about making the future wrestlers stars. Hells yeah. You know, and Penta chasing Ethan Page is the better story. And I love Penta. That's one of my guys. But they need to have Penta lose to Ethan Page. Not clean, of course. Ethan needs to cheat and win. And then have Penta going nuts trying to fight Ethan to get Ethan to give him another title. Oh, that's right. He'll have a rematch in his clause. So let him fight the rematch at SummerSlam. Rook and Ethan. Rook. Who's Rook? I thought when Page and Green were together, that was gold. 100%. Chelsea Green and Ethan Page was it really was gold. That was the definition of a guy-girl tag team / faction. And when and having the Chelsea security made it even better, so that way it helped Ethan out also. What they're doing with Chelsea right now is terrible. Making her sweat Tiffy. Yo, Chelsea will kick the shit out of Tiffy. Yep, Mexico versus Canada. Oh yeah. Rook is new on NXT. Okay. I had a feeling because a lot of the new NXT guys, I know who they are. I just don't know their names. Rook is that big guy who did the moonsault on the NXT champ. Oh, the heavyset guy from the UK. That moonsault. Okay. Yo, that guy did an unbelievable moonsault, especially for his big body. Bro, that dude impressed me. He's big. He's bad. Yeah, I remember him doing the chanting that at NXT this week. But hey, that guy's gonna be good. He's gonna come. He's gonna be a good talent on his own. He's good. He's bad. He body slam you. Yes. But for all jokes, like, listen, hey, that guy's good, but that guy, that he's new, so he needs to make a name for himself. What Ethan Page needs, he needs a guy who's gonna be, like a slim guy, but that's tall. He's got to be a lot taller than Ethan Page because he's got to be the bodyguard, like kind of like if you got if you watch TNA, Mustafa Ali in TNA, the guy he has being his bodyguard in the faction, Agent, I think they call him Agent Zero or Agent Double Zero. Somebody that looks like that guy would be perfect. Ethan Page. Yes, exactly. If Ethan Page needs a guy like the tall Tungan, like Tally Tungan or Tail Tunga. I'm so used to just calling him Tama Tunga's little brother. That's bigger than them. That's bigger than both brothers. But that's exactly what Ethan Page needs. Which, if WWE didn't fire Eric Rowan, he could have did that part real good. He would have been a good heater. And hey, it could be a girl too if there's a big girl. It's an exciting time for big skyscrapers. Oh yeah. Bring back Almost from Mexico. That would be good. Almost as his bodyguard, like whew. It's a shame we can't get Kevin Nash back. Hey, what up, Double R? Too sweet. How are we tonight? Put him with Paige, like when he was with AJ 100%. Almost would do good, right? What do you think, Matt? You and me and Don, you like it? What do you think about Almost with Ethan Page? Let's go Double R. That's what I'm talking about. I'm liking it. Hey, Double R. I hope you had a good and safe weekend. Did you watch Monday Night Raw tonight? I'm trying to think who else would be like if we can't, because I don't know what Omos is doing in AAA right now. So I'm not sure if if we are able to take him away from AAA, which obviously would be perfect. But I'm trying to think of besides Omos. Then if we couldn't get Omos, who could we get that's there not doing anything? Matt said Omos. Yep. However, I want to see Ethan team with Royce Keys personally. He's big. Almost seems busy in a good way. Well, you know what? The only reason Royce Keys won't work is because Royce Keys, aka Powerhouse Hobbs, he's gonna become. He wants to be. He's gonna be more than just a bodyguard. Royce Keys is gonna be a big player soon, and Royce Keys is on SmackDown, where Ethan Page is on Monday Night Raw. So we need a big guy that's not doing anything that would work. He's still Hobbs to me. I can't call him Keys. That's what I'm talking about, D. He's always going to be Powerhouse Hobbs. I hate when they change a guy's name when it works. Like, if he had a terrible name, I completely understand, changing it. But how do you change Powerhouse Hobbs? That's a cool ass name. Matt, who else do you think? Who else do you think maybe we could use? What do you think, D? If we can't, saying that we can't, if we couldn't bring Omos up from Mexico, who's someone else we might be able to use? Yeah, that's what I was guessing too. That AEW owns the name. That and WWE probably wants to like erase his AEW run. You know how they love to believe that if you're not WWE, you were nowhere. Nobody knows who you are. I like it. Damian Priest. There's only so long that him and R-Truth are gonna work. And once they drop those tag titles, I don't think they're gonna have anything for Damian Priest for a while. Now I know it'd be hard because he's on SmackDown. But shit, they're writing the show. They want to transfer somebody to the other brand. They very well could. Whew, that'd be good too. I really wish Eric Rowan was still there, or Kevin Nash would be my my number one pick. If we could have brought Kevin Nash in to be the bodyguard, I would do it in a heart. I would give the okay in a heartbeat. Somebody who's got charisma and can talk if need be. Bring back the Great Khali. Not for nothing. If if the Great Khali still wanted to wrestle, I would absolutely put him in AAA. I think he would be over huge in AAA, especially since it's run by WWE/Undertaker. What better big guy to work with the Great Khali than the Undertaker? I really think he would do terrific in AAA. You'd have the Great Khali versus Almost going at it. Oof, that would be so good. They'd have a tag match. Somebody blank with the Great Khali, blank with Almost versus each other. Whew, I can see it now. Yo, Brody King with Paige, I like it. And I love it even more because then that means we took Brody King from AEW, made him WWE guy. You know who else I'd actually really love to see do the part? He's not alive anymore, so obviously he can't do it. But I'm saying, just hypothetically, if he was alive and he was in his prime, I'm gonna go back to ECW days. Mike Awesome. How good would that be to see if Mike Awesome was it? The guy who power bombs people off the top ropes, or Sid Vicious, Psycho. Psycho Sid would be another great one. Right? He did Psycho Sid too. Yep. See, how right? That would be so good. I would love to see Ethan Page with Psycho Sid versus Shawn Michaels with Diesel. There he is, the Irish psychopath. What up, Rob? Too sweet. Did you enjoy Monday Night Raw, Rob, or what? We had a good one tonight. And Ethan Page is such a great talent. I'm just hoping that WWE does not shit the bed. Because right? How many times have we seen them not book Ethan Page the right way in other promotions. Now, NXT did real good by Ethan Page. I ain't mad at it. The longest reigning North American champion of all time. Him and Chelsea had the best co-ed run I've ever seen in any era. I think Ethan Page was a two-time NXT World Champion. So he needs to beat Penta. It has to happen. It doesn't make sense if he doesn't go over Penta. Because then what do you do with Ethan Page then? How could you can't take him as a serious heel anymore then? Rob said, "Yep, I enjoyed it, bro. Best Monday Night Raw in a long time was we watched tonight." Right now we're talking about Rob. We're talking about Saturday Night Main Event, and we're talking about the match, which should be the main event of the night. But I think the Street Profits are the main event for Saturday Night Main Event. We're talking about Ethan Page versus Penta for the IC title. And me, Matt, and Donald all want us, we all think that not only Ethan Page should go over Penta for the belt, but we're talking about how good it would be if we put a bodyguard with him like they did with Shawn Michaels when they put Diesel with Shawn. Hey, we've been calling it over here since WrestleMania that Brock was not finished. And luckily tonight has proved it, that it was a work. Brock retiring was a work. And he's back. And not only is he back, he's fighting at Clash in Italy versus Oba Femi, which means he'll probably go over Oba at Clash of Italy. So that way, he's got to fight a tiebreaker with Oba at SummerSlam in Minnesota, his hometown, which he'll probably really retire after SummerSlam. I don't know. If I was Brock, I'd probably just keep doing it for a few years. He's got one of the best schedules ever. Yeah, I'll come in and destroy this guy. I only got to make 3 appearances for like 3 months, and I'm gonna get paid more than everybody. Sure, why not? I guess I can do it. But I'm so happy Brock's back. So speaking of Brock now, chat, I want to ask you this question. Does Paul Heyman come out with Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi at Clash in Italy? Or does Brock come out by himself? What do we think? Will we get Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar at Clash in Italy, or will Brock Lesnar be doing this match alone? I think he's going to be with Brock. Especially for that match. And I think Brock's got enough of time. Paul Heyman, he's going to have a lot of time with the Vision, but I think he'll still be there for Brock. Brock is going to join the Vision. If Brock joins the Vision, it's game over. Seth Rollins should just go to AEW then, because he's got no chance in the world. There he is, the one true villain. Villain Enterprises, the wise man. 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. What up, Brody? My brother, MBX. Yeet. How are we, Brody? Okay, D said Paul's going to be with Brock 100% at Clash in Italy. Do you think... All right, ready? So the way this is all mapping out, it is very possible that come Survivor Series, we will have a War Games match with Team Heyman versus Team Rollins. Now, if Brock does not retire at SummerSlam in August 1st / August 2nd, who could we have on Team Rollins to fight Team Vision, which would be Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory? What 5 guys are going against that? Because obviously we would have Seth Rollins and the Street Profits on the other side. That would be 3. What other 2 guys can we get that could have a shot in the world? I think they're going to have to do witchcraft and bring somebody back from the dead. I don't know what they do. Big Brunson, Brock, and Braun, game over, right? The only way a team would be able to take the Vision on in War Games, it would have to be Roman Reigns, the Usos, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga. I could see those 5 going against the Vision. I don't know if they would win, but it would be a fight at least, because Solo and the Monster Tongan, it's like 7 foot tall, I would think would stay together and not be part of it. Ooh, okay. I didn't even think about it. Oh, yeah. Seth Rollins, the Street Profits, Oba Fett. Yeah, because Oba and Brock would have beef. So Oba would be perfect for that. Donald, I got it. I got the last guy. Drew McIntyre. If Drew McIntyre came back and teamed up with Oba Femi, Seth Rollins, and the Street Profits, we would have a fucking amazing War Games match. That's it. That's the War Games match. I feel like we back in the days with the lag. What's good, bro? What's good, Brody? What? I'm damn. It's lagging on your side. Shit. I see. I can't tell if it's lagging on my side. If I thought it felt like it was all right. Son of a bitch. Damn, that bad, huh? And I had to have the internet guy come today too to redo the wiring outside because my lawn guy came and was doing the lawn and he had one of those the riding mowers. He didn't see the wire at all, and he freaking ran that wire right over, snapped the wire right out the wall, and I had to have Spectrum come and fix that shit. Maggie said, "Dial up internet. I'm dead." It's bad. Has it been bad the whole time? It was good most of the night, but now it's shit. Son of a bitch. At least it wasn't the whole night. It was shit. I don't know why. Let me see. Is there something I can do? Hmm. It's good right now. All right. You know what's funny? The thing just went up a bar. So we're back. Slow motion, like. You got to come around a lot more and be part of the conversation if you want to be a mod. You start doing that, we can talk about it. If you're watching wrestling, you're coming through the lives, we could absolutely make it happen then. And being a mod is work. It's not just your name's blue, which a lot of people I know forget. It's crazy because I don't blame people that don't know, because the way a lot of other YouTube channels have made it, they make they make people think like if you're not a mod, you're not cool and all that kind of bullshit. To the point that being a mod has fallen on deaf ears at this point. People don't realize that being a mod is actually means you want to be here to help the channel, put stuff in the chat when I need it, and all that. Take care of people, get rid of people that are causing trouble. For real. Modding is not easy, but I love it. And it's not for everybody. But everybody just want to see their name blue. That's it. Craziness. I'm actually about to redo I'm redoing all the mods on my other channel once it gets out of YouTube jail. For the same reasons. You got you know if I got 15 mods and only 2 mods are actually doing what a mod's supposed to do, then what's the point of having 15? I might as well just leave the 2. Huh, not a lot of trolls lately. The word must be out, my brother. It's I was wondering myself, like, we've been doing pretty good. I'm almost scared to say it out loud. Yo, Raw Man, what up, brother? Too sweet. Bald heads unite. But you're right, D. We really haven't been getting as definitely not like it was. But hey, we converted a few of them, which was cool. Damn, again it's fucking up. Fucking internet. Fucking internet. Meredith said, Raw Man. Raw Man, did you see Monday Night Raw tonight? It was awesome. Let me see how I look on how bad it is. Let me check on this. Bum. All right, my channel. You didn't like it? Come on, we had Jacob Fatu and Brock Lesnar set up. We had Jacob Fatu. We had Jacob Fatu and Roman set up, and Brock and Oba set up. Yeah, I've seen it worse. So I've seen the internet worse than this. So I'll have to take it. Maybe someone picked you up. It's messing up your dial-up, bro. Shit. And that's I wish at least I had dial-up for it to be like that. Damn, the internet. Yeah, I can. You know what? I can see that it went. The bar thing went down again too. Why am I not surprised? Ay, ay, ay. I might have to switch rooms next live. It works better when I'm downstairs. Uh, but better than nothing though. Have to deal with it as it is anyway. All right, there we go. All right, so is there any topic you guys want to talk about? Because we covered Monday Night Raw. We covered Clash of Italy coming up. We covered Saturday Night Main Event coming up. So how many of these feuds are going to last till SummerSlam? So I definitely think we're gonna get Overfemi, Brock Lesnar, SummerSlam to be the tiebreaker. We're definitely gonna still have the Vision. I think the Vision versus Seth Rollins and the Street Profits are gonna keep going. But I believe that the Street Profits and Seth Rollins will become a team. Or at least I'm hoping. I think Seth Rollins is better in a faction. Like if Seth Rollins Saturday night comes out, interferes in the match, and the Street Profits get to take the titles, that way they win the tag belts. I think then we're gonna have a long storyline going with them versus the Vision going forward. D said Oba versus Brock, Braun versus Seth, Roman versus Jacob. That's the only thing that's I think is odd. Because are they gonna want Jacob Fatu to beat Roman Reigns at Clash of Italy? Because then it would kind of be the same thing as like Oba and Brock. I feel like they're not gonna want to have two different feuds having a tiebreaker at SummerSlam. Gunther versus Cody. You know, who do you guys think's going over actually? Gunther or Cody? Who do you see going over at Clash of Italy? Who's bringing the world title into SummerSlam? The WWE Undisputed Championship. Is it Gunther or is it Cody going to be bringing that baby into SummerSlam? Hey, what up, Anthony? 2. Sweet. So my man Anthony Parker said Cody Rhodes is going into SummerSlam as champion. Okay. Hey, I ain't mad at it. I don't know. Raw Man said, okay, my man Raw Man said, bald heads everywhere unite. We go in Gunther. He's saying Gunther's walking in the SummerSlam undisputed champion. Okay. Big D, the troll exterminator, said Cody will win. But even though he thinks Cody's coming in the SummerSlam with the belt, he's not so sure he'll be leaving SummerSlam with it. I feel if they were going to have Cody drop the belt, it's going to be the Gunther. Because it's more than just coming out and defending the belt. If they're putting that belt on you, you have to be marketable. You have to be able to do all the talk shows, the podcasts, the appearances. You know, Cody Rhodes is perfect for all that. He's always in a suit. You know, who better? Image-wise, WWE's loving it. But Gunther can do that too. The only thing Gunther can't do is he's not as vocal as Cody. Gunther's a lot more, you know, quieter. But I really do believe if Cody was going to lose the belt, Gunther's a believable person to lose it to. So D said, I think something will happen and they'll have a rematch at SummerSlam where Cody will drop the belt to Gunther. I could see that happening too. You know, like a disqualification maybe, or I don't know if they'd want to do this since it's the very first time ever they're going to be in Italy doing the show, and they're trying to make the Clash in Italy so huge. If it wasn't that, and it was if it was Saturday night main event instead, I would have said, what if they have the two of them get counted out at the same time? That they're fighting, that the fight got so intense, neither one made it back to the ring in time. They're both disqualified, leading them to have to go to SummerSlam for a rematch. Hey, what up, C-Pal? Welcome to the live, fam. Too sweet. C-Pal said, I was thinking they're building to Oba versus Gunther, but they just brought back Brock. And you know what? Oba's got to go somewhere right after this. After Oba and the Brock Lesnar feud, Oba would be, when Oba's ready to go after a world title, I don't think Oba goes for that belt because Oba's on Monday Night Raw. So I think if we see Oba go for the world title, it'll be after Jacob Fatu or Roman Reigns. I don't think we're going to have Oba going for the SmackDown title. As of now, at least. D said they should do a Clash in Iran pay-per-view. WWE will take money from anyone in any country. You ain't wrong about that. Yo, CP just said first time here. I liked and sub. I enjoy the wrestle. Yo, thank you, brother, for that. Chat, make sure you give CP the proper hello. He has officially joined the Wolf Pack. CP, welcome to the pack. To Sweet and welcome to the W.P.F, which stands for the Wolf Pack Federation. And when I met Kevin Nash, I asked Kevin Nash if it was cool to use the Wolfpack name in my YouTube channel for this, and Kevin Nash gave me the A-OK. So we have the official Wolfpack rights from the man himself who invented the Wolfpack, Big Sexy Kevin Nash, baby, for life. There we go. D said, C-Pal, welcome to the pack. Raw Man said, word up, CP. We'll pack for life. Let's go. CP said, I'm glad I found this. I gotta compliment you on your Batman mask in the background. Oh, thank you, brother. Hey, everybody always does love Batman mask. You got it. It's Batman, right? Come on. Who doesn't love Batman? Let me tilt a little bit for you. I got the Adam West one next to it. And if I go the other way, it's Christian Bale. CP, if you're into collectibles, popcorn buckets, hats, and movies and TV shows, I also have another channel. Let me put the thing on YouTube that I go live every Tuesday night on my other channel if you're into any of that. And if you're into collectibles and that stuff. Also, in addition to being a wrestling fan, I'm a huge comic book fan, and Batman is my favorite. Yo, CP, definitely make sure you subscribe to my other channel also. Not only do we do comic books also over there, we have if you ever heard of a sneaker battle, we do comic book battles also for fun. No Robin mask. Come on, Hunter. Show Robin some love. Hey, they haven't made a Robin yet. Those are the only three that they made so far in that line. Once once they make more of them, anyone that comes out for that, I'm buying. I hope they start doing villains too. Roman said, I thought Brock Lesnar retired, but WWE got me on that one tonight. Hey, Roman, I was telling you, it's a work. King said, smash that like button. Tell him, King, team no sleep. Oh, CP, you know King Midas? Nice. The Irish psychopath is back. Hey, King Midas, could you put my other channel in the chat for CP so he could sub up to the other channel also? Because I know if CP, if you love Batman and comics, you absolutely love my other channel too. Everyone said Brock retired, but he never said it 100% of work. Brock, it just didn't make sense for Brock to retire before SummerSlam. You know, with it being in Minnesota, them having the whole thing. But I do love the way they sold it. Because they even had me doubting myself at times that maybe Brock really is retired. Thank you, King Midas. And CP, I go live on the other channel every Tuesday night around 9 o'clock. And over here on the wrestling channel, we do every Monday and Friday to review Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, and we go live for any wrestling pay-per-views. Whether it's WWE or AEW, we do both pay-per-views or PLEs. Thank you, King. Hell's yeah, Rob. We'll be live for Saturday night main event. And if I'm not like dead on Sunday, I'm gonna do AEW Double or Nothing. But if I end up doing AEW Double or Nothing Sunday and Darby Allin wins, I can't promise anybody I'm gonna do. I'll want to do another AEW show after that. As long I believe so. As long as he's free. Because he likes to do the live pay-per-views. So as long as Pew Pew's free, he'll be there Saturday. I went to Raw last week, and a couple of buddies of mine went live tonight. Yo, that's awesome, CP. I was gonna go tonight myself because Raw tonight was in Greensboro, which wasn't it's not too far from me. But unfortunately, when my landscaper came today and ripped my internet wire out of my house, so I had to call Spectrum up and fight with them to get somebody to come over here today. And I said, well, I guess I'm going to be watching Monday Night Raw at home. It was a fight to get them to come today, but I'm happy I got them to come today and fix it. Even if the internet's not doing look so great at the moment, it's still better than having no internet. W.P.F, I enjoy talking to all you guys. You guys mean the world to me. I love talking wrestling with you guys. Much love and respect. Hey, Rob, you are brother, fam. Come on, you're Irish psychopath, and we love you also, Rob. Too sweet. He said, "I hope your other homie gets that Ultimate Warrior IC title." He seemed heartbroken when we told him he had the wrong belt. Yeah. So that's Joe Dizzle. I'm trying to get Joe Dizzle to start watching today's product because he loves all like the old school wrestling. So I'm hoping that maybe we could get him to start watching the new, today wrestling. I really think we can get him. And I hated it. I hated to have to tell him too. Because he had thought he really, he thought that was the Ultimate Warrior title. And at first I didn't think it, but he was so confident that I thought I was wrong about it. I said, shit, I guess I'm wrong. But hopefully, he does get the Ultimate Warrior one because he's a big Ultimate Warrior fan. He doesn't because if you look at the Ultimate Warrior, just him as a character, not the shit he did behind the scenes. Ultimate Warrior was awesome. He was fun to watch as a kid. The energy he always had. If you just leave the politics that guy did out of it, Ultimate Warrior is so awesome. Right? Nothing like wrestling in the 90s will always have my heart. Like the Attitude Era was goated. Like we really were lucky to have the Attitude Era. There will never be a time like that again. I watch a lot of old school wrestling and I watch a lot of the new too. That's what I'm talking about, Rob. I watch all the new stuff nowadays, but I used to watch all the old stuff, and every now and then I'll still watch some of the old stuff. Eventually, we'll start doing like once a week. We'll do a thing once a week where like on a Monday night I'll announce the pay-per-view, and then maybe like Wednesday we'll talk about it. Like for instance, say at the end of the live tonight, I tell everybody this Wednesday we're gonna go back and review ECW One Night Only in 1994, so that way everybody could go refresh themselves with it, and then that Wednesday night we'll all meet back up and talk about it. something I want to do going forward. So that way we could so we could review a lot of the old pay-per-views in ECW, WCW, WWF. I'll put a poll up with 3 different pay-per-views, and and everybody will vote on it. And whichever one gets the most votes, that'll be the one we'll watch and talk about for the week. CP said, does anyone think we're going to see Zilla Fatu debut at Clash in Italy? CP, we have been let down with Zilla Fatu so much at this point that if it doesn't happen at Clash in Italy, I'll give it to SummerSlam. If it doesn't happen by SummerSlam, at least, I don't think it'll be happening anytime soon. Don't get me wrong. I think Zilla will absolutely be a WWE superstar. I just don't know how long it'll take for him to be it. D said, wrestling when we were kids just hit different. Hells yeah. Roman said, yep. SummerSlam 1994, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart was so damn good. Hells yeah. Did you ever get a chance to watch Wrestling Challenge? That was so nostalgic to me. Wrestling Challenge. What was the promotion for Wrestling Challenge? I did watch Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, MLP. And I did watch MLP do a collaboration with ROH. I think it was Super Card of Honor or Global Wars, maybe. I watched a few indie wrestling companies recently, actually, where the Good Brothers were on all of them. Zilla Fatu was on it. Brody King was on it. Dolph Ziggler was on it. D said it's possible, but Zilla still has. Oh, he still has 5 titles in 5 different indie companies. So he might not come to SummerSlam. Yeah, if you guys start seeing Zilla dropping title belts, let me know right away. Because I don't think we're going to see him coming to WWE without him dropping belts. He's not going to do bad business. Rob said WWF, I believed at the time. See, that was the beauty. You didn't have the internet. So back then, you were actually, you would argue with your friends and shit about it. Like, yo, that had to be real. No, it couldn't have been. No, it had to, like, you didn't have the internet to ruin anything. And thankfully, because Scott, the NWO would have never worked if it happened now for the first time. The minute Scott Hall was in the crowd, everybody would have knew. Oh, he left WWE. Him and Kevin Nash. Wondering if Vince McMahon sent them there. That wouldn't have even been a thought in your mind if that happened now. WWF Wrestling Challenge. It was syndicated weekly professional wrestling television show produced by the WWF. It aired in 1986 to 1995. I had to see it. If it was WWF, then I definitely seen it. I was like a sponge for WWF growing up. Hey, big man in charge. What up, brother? Two. So we. Hey, big man in charge. I watched the Canadian promotions you were telling me about. They're good. Indies are not dead. The indies are still doing some awesome stuff. I just realized that it's not the same indies that I used to watch in the sense of companies. The indies right now has got some awesome stuff going on, guys. You just got to know, as long you just got to watch the right ones. It was so easy a few years back, ROH, New Japan. And then wherever they go, you knew to watch. WWE has been so weird lately. I can't speculate on what any storyline could be. I don't know what creative is thinking. May is turning out to be a busy month, though. Backlash, Clash, AAA, PLE, and releases. Well, we got to always remember, too, that after WrestleMania, we always get hit with releases. It's just that this year we got hit with way too many releases. And AEW wants the New Day bad. So many people are pushing for Coffee and Xavier to go to AEW. I can't wait to see if it happens. Back in the 70s, I watched wrestling, though. Chase had the likes of Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Big John Studd, Bob Backlund, the good old days of wrestling. Right? So those guys are all A-plus talent. WWF Wrestling Challenge is the show that the Snake Pit with Jake the Snake was on, Hunter. Oh, okay. They actually just had on Sunday night's Legends. It was all about Jake the Snake. So I definitely got a refreshment of Jake the Snake's career. Man, Jake the Snake, so freaking good. The way Jake the Snake would cut a promo. Whew. Our next CHW Pro Wrestling show is Saturday, June 13th. I'll let you know when it gets posted for you to watch it and enjoy. I'll be Hey, big man, if you're reffing, I'm watching. I'm 100% watching it. And you know what? If it's possible, I'll go live while watching it also. So that way all the guys so we could all talk about it while watching it. Because if somebody in the W.P.F is going to be on a show, you damn right we are all going to pull up to watch it and show love and support. Because one hand washes the other, otherwise you miss a spot. What happened to the draft? Someone told me that AEW is on fire right now, and in their opinion is better than WWE currently. Yeah, unfortunately, CP, there are people that believe AEW is better than WWE right now, but everybody is entitled to their opinion on what they like better than. But me personally, not a shot. WWE is number one. AEW is not even number two. There's not even a number two in professional wrestling. AEW is like number three. They can't even be number two to WWE. And it's mainly because of creative. AEW cannot tell a story. They're trying to give you indie wrestling style on a WWE budget. Which, hey, there are a lot of people that love that, so that's fine. But if you want to compete with the big dog, WWE, you got to do you got to do it a little differently then. You got to tell a compelling story. Make me believe in these characters. Give me a reason to want to watch your weekly shows. If I could just watch your pay-per-view once a month and know everything that's going on without watching, there's a problem. WWF Wrestling Challenge came on Sunday at like noon. I remember watching it after getting home from church. Someone lied to you. AEW is a shit show. CP Donald said that whoever told you that is not a friend. That's a bad friend. That could be in Burns. Big Man said that could be in Burns Tonight Show on Saturday, June 13th. My friend just reminder what town we will be in. Oh, not Burns tonight. Burns, Tennessee. Hey, June 13th, I will absolutely go live. We'll watching the show, so we see you repping and everything. That would be so awesome. It would be one of the rare times in wrestling where I'm cheering for the rep instead of the opponents wrestling. Hell yeah, right? Gonna have signs. I'm here for the rep. Damn right. That it might be really the first time I cheered for the rep over the guys in the match. I'm looking forward to it. And that's awesome that you're a rep. Shit, I hope, big man, that you get to WWE, or you know what, or even TNA as a rep. That's an awesome job to have. Shit, I wish. CP said I was getting into AEW in 2023, but I quit watching after All in Wembley after they fired CM Punk. So did I. I did the same thing, CP. I'm gonna give them another chance and watch more NXT as well. Yeah, I always watch NXT. I usually watch NXT on Wednesdays because I go live Tuesday night. So, or after I'm done with my live, I'll watch NXT later. But I make sure, I watch Raw, SmackDown, and NXT every week. I don't watch any AEW shows during the week. Just the pay-per-views. And honestly, that's their fault. They have, AEW hasn't given me a reason to watch their weekly shows all the time. When your world champion is 125 pounds and close the same and does the same match every time he wrestles, your company MJF got fucked. And Kenny Omega. How does Kenny Omega lose to MJF and then MJF drops the belt 3 days later to Corny Allen? I mean, Darby Allen. The man's finishing move is doing a trust fall. Come on. Your world champion's finishing move is doing trust fall. Like, I'm sorry. I just no. Just no. I'm so glad Saul, Royce, Javon, and JC made it up to the main roster. Hell yeah, yo, Fatal Influence, all my girls. I I love Fatal Influence. That they're my favorite for the girls. Donald said Kenny the Jobber Superstar. Wait, do you mean Kenny the Jobber Omega? That's what we gotta start calling him, Kenny the Jobber Omega. I think MJF and Miz would be a great storyline. Absolutely. I could see them go, doing a good story with each other. I love those Undertaker guys. Get some sleep. I mean, yes, I don't. What up, Bulldoggery? And that would be the beautiful internet for you if you think I have Undertaker eyes. Shit. Fucking chat. Fucking internet. Wish I was tired right now. But JC James and them were perfect. The best thing they did was not separate Fatal Influence. If you would have brought Fatal Influence up separate, it would have made no sense and made everything NXT did not worth it. Oh yeah, doggy dog. I had my landscaper ripped my internet out today. Luckily, I got somebody. Luckily, Spectrum had somebody come and fix it, but Now we're pixelated apparently tonight. So hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. On our June 13th show in Burns, they mentioned it to me. I'm thinking also they got me doing for the storyline. I'm gonna turn babyface referee to a heel referee like Nick Patrick and Danny Davis. Ooh, that's dope. I swear, this is the first time ever I'm hyped to see a wrestling show for the referee. I have never wanted to see a wrestling show for the referee. I like this. I'm enjoying this. Hell yeah, heel ref. Okay, back to bed for me. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow night, Bulldoggery. The British Bulldoggery. Oh yeah, bro. I wanted to choke him. He's like, so I'm sorry, but I kind of destroyed a wire. I said, wait a minute, you're the reason I got no internet right now? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, how bad was it? I said, could you just plug the wire back in? He said, nope. He said, the wire, I came right out, I ripped the wire out of the house and the wire got shredded on top of it under the mower. He had one of those nice big riding mowers, and but you know what though? They Spectrum was wrong also because they were supposed to, put the wire under the grass, not on top. So when Spectrum came and fixed it today, the guy told me, he said, "Don't worry, I'm gonna have somebody come back out here to put the wire underground." He goes, "Whoever came out here and did it the first time is a real asshole for not putting your wire underground." And I thought that, and I was thinking it was weird that the wire wasn't underground too. Someone a referee in Tennessee? Yes, sir, CP. Right underneath you, CP. Big man in charge is the referee in Tennessee. And he's repping June 13th. Because fans hate heel referees. I already know how to play one working referee in other local Tennessee wrestling companies. And fans hated me, even the old people. Oh man, you got to do it. We definitely want to see you go heel. So when you go heel, are you screwing over the champion, or are you helping the guy fighting for the belt? Actually, don't even tell us, so we're surprised. So June 13th, everybody. We're gonna watch. I'm gonna go live for the show so we can all watch our boy Big Man in Charge referee. Yeah, Big Man in Charge. What streaming service will it be on? It's a good question. Oh, hey, big man in charge. CP gonna come through to the show even better. Where is it? It's CP. It's CHW Pro Wrestling. No, I'll be screwing over the babyface wrestling for the heel wrestlers. Got you. Big man in charge. It's what's I just said it too. It's CP. Let's see. CHW. There we go. CHW Pro Wrestling. And for anybody that don't know what a heel is, and the heel referee is the bad wrestler on bad referee. Well, big man in charge, if they don't know what a heel referee is or a heel, I think they're at the wrong YouTube channel at the moment. But CP that's the promotion. CHW Pro Wrestling. Big man in charge. What's the CHP stand for again? He's gonna have to tell you what it stands for. My memory's shot. I love it, Donald. I love it. Yeah, CP, if you go, you got to make a WPF sign. Right? WPF is here. That would be so dope. Let's go. Let's go. So now it's official. This is the first time ever I'll be watching a wrestling show for the referee and somebody in the crowd. This is awesome. Yeah, good question, D. So big man in charge, where can we stream the promotion? Is it like a do you have your own do we got to go off like the CHW website, or is there like a generic like streaming site for it? I don't, If it's not, and even if it's not on YouTube and it's one of those you got to pay for, I'll still do it. I am 100% watching it as long as there's an outlet to watch it on. Hey, anyone going to WrestleCade in November in Winston-Salem? Yo, CP, we could. Yes, sir. I'll be going to it. I was supposed to go this year also. My buddy goes every November to WrestleCade. He's gone like the last 4 years. I'm gonna be going with him this year to WrestleCade. Shit, you can meet up with us and go with us to WrestleCade. Okay, so CHW stands for Championship Honor Wrestling. Thank you, big man in charge. CP, it's in Tennessee. Yeah, that would be something cool to do. If a few of you guys could come out to the Carolinas in November to go to WrestleCade, we could all meet up and do a wrestling show together. That would be dope. WrestleCade's supposed to be a really fun time. And I believe it's towards the end of November. Hell yeah, CP. Let's go. Fuck yeah. All I heard was very good things about WrestleCade. Gotta get King Midas to go. Shit. By November, I should definitely. I'll have some W.P.F shirts for everybody when we go to the show. Gotta go in style. Hey, is anybody thinking about going to SummerSlam in Minnesota? So I don't think it's doable on my end, but I really wanted to go to SummerSlam. After going last year to SummerSlam, how it was so much fun. I'm not sure how far the ride would be to go to Minnesota, but man, I would love to go to SummerSlam. Hey, Mute, what's good, fam? Too sweet. Hey, that's because he never left. They absolutely hit. The Brock retirement was a work, and it went perfectly. Because think about it, when is Brock Lesnar ever the first match at WrestleMania? And he was not only was Brock Lesnar the first match, he was the first match and was considered the pre-show for WrestleMania. They they got a lot of people with the Brock Lesnar storyline. If SummerSlam wasn't in Minnesota, I would have completely thought he retired. But it just didn't make sense to me, knowing that SummerSlam is in his hometown and that the original plan was him to retire at his hometown. Plus, for Brock Lesnar, he's a wrestler I would say that could really actually retire tomorrow and come back 6 months later because he misses it. Something like that later on would not surprise me with him because he really does love doing this. He just doesn't like to do the travel part. He doesn't like he's not a big people person and he doesn't like traveling. But he loves doing the wrestling part. There you go, CP. You got to go through the show now, CP, so we can look for you. That would be awesome. Hey, big man in charge, when you do the turn, are you thinking of giving a Stone Cold Stunner or like a choke slam or something? Hey Hunter, make it up to my house. August 17th, Monday Night Raw. It's an hour away from really. And I hope it's an hour not towards New York, towards the other way, because that would definitely be doable. We should definitely see if we can do that August 17th, Monday Night Raw. No fucking way. And it's CP's birthday? It's in Buffalo. I gotta see how far Buffalo is. CP, you want to take a travel for your birthday? Want to go to a Monday Night Raw for your birthday with Donald and me? That's how you celebrate a birthday. Shit. That would be fun as shit. Buffalo. I'm gonna look it up right now. How far Buffalo is. 9.5. May have to fly. My oldest goes to college in New York. I need to visit her, so that might actually be doable. All right. CP, I'm actually from New York myself, too. I just moved down to the Carolinas recently. Thinking about doing nice, maybe a nice low blow move. Okay. You gotta like REViEW uppercut that low blow. Yeah, CP. I lived in Staten Island, New York, for for 30 something years. I'm 1 hour from Buffalo, 1.5 from Pittsburgh, and 2 hours from Cleveland. We can go to anyone and still drive back to my house. So no, hey, no hotels. Now we good then. If I can, that's right. If I can crash, I don't mind. I'll drive a mission if I hate hotels. I'm so game. Yes, sir, CP. The bills were just so much money in New York. It wasn't worth it to me anymore. Plus the you can't you get a million $1 million house in New York is like 400 in the South. We just need to find hell's yeah, right? Now we're talking. Hey, maybe we get lucky and find like a show that'll have an autograph signing in the daytime. That would be pretty dope too. So that way we can go get some autographs in the daytime, catch the show at night. That would be that would be awesome. Definitely check like towards end of August would be better. WWE returns to Buffalo on Monday, August 17th, 2026. Monday Night Raw comes to Kayfabe Big Center at 7:30. August 28th. Yeah, if not the 17th, then the 28th. Because August is definitely more doable right now. Because I got killed this month. Shit. I had 40th anniversary Top Gun, Mandalorian, He-Man coming up. I get all the popcorn buckets for all the movies. This has been a popcorn bucket mania right now this month of May. What is the next like WrestleFest or convention? Um, that's what I want to try to find something like that. I hate that SummerSlam isn't like Originally, I was gonna try to go to SummerSlam in Minnesota, but I won't have the funds for it at this point. But it would be, it would be cool to do something like that, like where we can go to like a like a wrestle fest in the daytime, meet a bunch of wrestlers, get a bunch of autographs, and then go to the show at night. Stay the whole weekend. So that way we do wrestling one day, another day we go out to eat dinner and hang out. Yeah, we definitely gotta plan something out. Especially, you got me, Donald, big man in charge, CP's down. We got four of us right off the bat that want to meet up and go to a show. So that's awesome. What up, Tom Hawk? Tom Hawk, I do believe in God and love God. Hell yeah, CP WrestleCade in North Carolina is a definite, absolute definite. Oh, not very nice. Yeah, and if any of you guys want to come out in November to WrestleCade, that's a fun weekend. And I'm so mad I missed last year's. This will be my first one this year. It's a nice weekend. The guest list is insane. I can't wait to meet Kurt Angle. And it's dope as shit. My boy that goes to WrestleCade actually knows like some of the wrestlers. So it'll be cool as shit. We hopefully we end up going out to eat with some of them after the show. Even if we can find a huge autograph signing in some indie show. Hell's yeah, right? Indie shows are fun as shit. Especially, and if you go to the right indie show, it's not like an indie show. Like that MLP collab they did with ROH. That shit was on fire. Every match was almost like somebody. You had the Good Brothers, you had Bandito, Brody King, Zilla Fatu was there, Dolph Ziggler, and that's just like off top of my head. There were a lot of other guys there too. Find out for me, please, where and what date if you can, my friend. I'm planning on going. If you, hell yeah, big man in charge, definitely. Yo, we're definitely gonna plan this out, guys. And do this right. 100%, we're gonna make this happen. That will be awesome. Oh, and sorry we didn't do Friday night last week. I was actually I went back to New York I went to New York Wednesday, and I was driving back Friday, and I came back Friday. So by the time I got home, you know, 11 hours of driving, I was done. I needed to go to sleep. So that's why we weren't live on Friday, this last Friday. So we will be live this Friday though. Same, same time like we were tonight, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. We will be live Friday to do the SmackDown review. If anything else happens in between the week, it would be random, but it would probably be like around the same time frame. But it is 3:47 in the morning. I'm but I'm gonna stay live for another few minutes and call it at 4. It's, it's 3:47 in the morning for me. We could stay live till it hits 4 a.m. Then I gotta go hit the bed. Hey, just asking, how about an idea on one of your, you invite me live, be Mike, the referee for CHW Pro Wrestling. Hey, just asking, how about an idea on one of your lives? Hello there, big man in charge. We can do that. Abso-freaking-lutely. Do you have Instagram by chance, big man in charge? CP said the wrestlers are told are staying at the embassy suite, so that's where me and the other YouTubers are staying. Last weekend of November, 3-day passes are around 200, but it includes VIP seating. That's not bad at all. 200. 200 for a weekend? That's beautiful. That's not bad at all. I know there's no assigned seats, right? It's just first, whoever gets first come first serve type of thing for seating. Yeah, right, Donald? That would be cool as shit. Especially maybe if I wanted to do a post show or before the show thing would be cool as shit too. Prices are going up. I think it's around 250 now, but I just paid for Raw last week. I hear that, CP. I gotta ask my boy. He goes to the WrestleCade every year. He's gone the last 4 years. I'll see how much he pays. He's always telling me how much of a blast that he has. I think of the guy who was in TNA. He was tagging with Ace Austin. They were Bullet Club for like a little bit, but he hurt it until he got hurt. I know they're cool with those guys. Hell yeah, TKO are some money hungry fucks. TKO needs to like go somewhere else. That's why I never look for WWE autographs. Because I always look for autograph signings that are non WWE. I feel like everything with them is like outrageously priced nowadays. You know, when I went to SummerSlam last year, and I went to WrestleFest for the autograph signing, it wasn't too bad. It was like $100, and you got to take a picture with the wrestler and an autograph. I'm like, Rock, haven't you already made enough money? For real, like, you know what's funny too? When I got the Rock's autograph originally, it was free. But he wasn't the Rock yet. He was he was just leaving the Rocky Maivia character. It was him, Triple H, and China that did they the three of them did a signing together in my neighborhood, and it was free. It was so awesome. I don't know how we went from getting autographs for free to what to nowadays. When Vince owned it, it was always affordable. Hells yeah. Stone Cold was actually the first autograph I paid for. And it wasn't even a lot of money. It was $20. And that was when he was in the Attitude Era at prime time, like $20. He was world champ. Could you imagine like no, sorry, I don't do social media sites like Instagram or Facebook or any of those. I will figure something out, big man in charge, where I can get in touch with you off of the internet. You remember when The Rock went by Flex Carvana when he was started out with the wild head dude? LOL, too funny, right? I met Kurt Angle when he was in TNA. I got a pic with him in the ring, an autograph for $10. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what autographs are supposed to be. CP said same. I don't fool with social media other than YouTube, but I did just sign up for an IG account, just trying to promote my artwork. A bunch of my art is on my YouTube channel. CP, you should have told me you had a YouTube channel. I'll make sure I subscribe to it. Let me see. Let's see. There we go. There you go, CP. I just subscribed to your channel. Hey, if you do artwork, you definitely should make an Instagram and the Facebook. You don't have to be like active on it all the time. Just go on and post your artwork. And I'm on Instagram and Facebook. Same name as on YouTube. Actually, I got it on my YouTube. You hit the thing and it brings down all the links of all my social medias that that I have. Like for instance, yeah, it'd be easier for me to show you guys. Yeah, when you go to the homepage on my channel, all you do is go. Damn glare. You go right to where it says beacon something right there. Click that. You click the beacon thing on my YouTube homepage, and it takes you to this page, and you got all my social media links all on one thing. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, all you gotta do is click the link. You don't have to write out any of the names or anything. Just click the link right there, and it'll take you right to it. Because I was always miserable at like telling people what the hell my YouTube name is, my Instagram name is. So I found a nice shortcut where I can put all my links in one place. So people can go to it, click on it, and boom. Oh, yes, sir. Hell's yes, CP. I'm glad you did too. I'm surprised King Midas never told you. Hey, CP, if you don't mind, let some of your wrestling friends know about the channel, man. We trying to get this channel really going. D, my brother from another mother, as always, brother, too sweet. All right, it's 4 a.m. We will be live again Friday, 12:30 p.m. to do a SmackDown review. Thank you, everybody, for coming through tonight. CP, thank you for joining the W.P.F. We are more than happy to have you, and we cannot wait to have you on the next one with us. And CP, if you need any help with your YouTube channel or anything, I got you. Which is, see that this is the good thing about you making an Instagram now. You can hit me up on IG if you need any help with anything, and I can help you out. And remember, anybody who's into collectibles, popcorn buckets, comic books, all that kind of stuff, We will be live tomorrow night. Well, technically, it will be tonight around 9 o'clock on my other channel. But thank you, everybody, as always, for coming through. Because when you hunt with the pack, you never hunt alone. As always, everybody, stay hunting. Woo!